Hello everyone. The assistive technology that I wanted to talk about today is the Tobii Eye Tracker. So I think my first exposure to this technology is interesting because while I don't game myself, I do watch a lot of gamers on YouTube, one of them being Markiplier, and he is well known for playing Five Nights at Freddy's, which has a lot of moving parts and you have to be looking in a lot of places really, really fast. So he did a video where he got a Tobii Eye Tracker so that he could see how fast his eyes were moving when he played. So that was my first exposure to this technology, and I thought it was interesting that I saw it through a gaming aspect rather than an assistive technology aspect. And when I saw it, I was curious as to if that was something purely that had been made for gaming or if it had been originally made as an assistive technology that Markiplier then used in this context. So when I originally looked it up, all I found was a specific gaming headset, or a Tobii Eye Tracker. So there is one, it's called the Tobii Eye Tracker 5, and it is specifically to make gaming easier. But I dug a little deeper to see if it had ever been used as an assistive technology, and Tobii has a separate website for assistive technologies where they have used the same technology in an assistive way, mostly for people who have like cerebral palsy. It's also good for people who are people who are paralyzed, who can't move at all, or people who are nonverbal, because all you have to do is move your eyes and the screen tracks where your eyes are going and allows you to interact with a laptop or a tablet. So some of the pros is that it can be used with most tablets and laptops. It can be used inside or outside. And it gives people with limited or no ability to move or speak the ability to effectively use technology. And for the cons, it doesn't seem too much. Like if you have any issues with the software, there could be troubleshooting problems, but the biggest con that I could find was that it is really expensive. So if it's not something you can afford, or if it's not something insurance will cover, it's just inaccessible to people who don't have a lot of money to spend on this kind of product. And for how it can be used professionally, in my setting right now, I just work retail, but I do think it could be very useful to retail if it was provided for people who are disabled, because a lot of retail uses cash registers, which are just screens. And so if they had that technology, then a lot more people could be in the workforce who are unable to be in the workforce currently. Also looking to the future for myself, I am next year applying to a PhD program in educational equity. And this would be a big thing for that as well, because having an environment for education that is accessible to everyone is really important. And if this was a technology that perhaps colleges or universities could provide to disabled students, more people would have the opportunity to learn. Thank you for listening.